Alright guys, you should have just finished transcription, translation, and now, what else did we just finish? Transcription, translation. Okay, codon chart, table version. Now, this one is the wheel version. Okay, wheel, circle, whatever. It's a round shape. That's the whole point. So again, on the top of the page, you should write codon chart, a chart that maps out the specific amino acid that matches with the specific codon. Okay, this version again is a wheel. We're going to use the same format or the same codon as we did on 50, just so it's consistent and you have an idea of what you're doing. Okay, so how this wheel works, again, remind you, table is left, top, right. If you don't know what I'm referencing, you need to go back and watch that video again. But if you are clear, we can move on to the wheel. The wheel is inside out. So notice there is a bunch of repeating patterns of A, C, G, and U. You start from the center point, which are these big old letters, these really large fonts. You go from here and then you go outwards until you find the amino acid that you're looking for. So again, A, U, G. We're going to use the same colors as we did last time. Green, yellow, and pink. So again, first letter is A. Color the largest A in the center green. So there it is. I've already colored mine. And when you're coloring, we're only going to be focusing on that particular section of the wheel. So what I mean by that is everything else that's not touching this A is going to be unimportant. Now don't color over yours, but I'm going to color over this as so you can visually see what I'm talking about. So like all this stuff up here, not important. Okay? Because none of the letters following the smaller letters next to it are touching the A. See how there's 3 rows or 3 circles of letters? Okay? Then anything touching this C, not important either. Okay, remember, you're not supposed to be coloring in your wheel so you can't see it. It's a reference for you to use. But I'm doing this because this is a video and I can do whatever I want, and I want you to have a really good visual of what I'm trying to say. Because this concept is hard for some people to get, and it takes a little bit of practice and it takes a little bit of time. Oh, there's my eraser. I can clean that up a little bit. Okay, so now we've got the A. I'm going to zoom in too. Okay, next letter is U. So notice it goes G. So G is not important anymore. You can color that one in. A is not important either. And C isn't important. So all we're left with are those 2 options right there. And when I mean 2 options, I mean for the amino acids. Alright. So A, U, okay, then we've got G in one box, and then A, C, U in another. Now let me explain. In the table, every letter was by itself. And you could see that some of the, some of the amino acids, some of the amino acids were repeating. You could see the same one a couple of different times. Well, what they did for the wheel is they combined those amino acids and saw if they had a common codon sequence. And they put them together. So isoleucine, that's how you pronounce it. Isoleucine has a common beginning. They both start with A and U. And then the third letter is what makes them different. Oh, my phone just went off. AUA makes isoleucine. AUC makes isoleucine. AUU makes isoleucine. Okay? Now, again, there are only 20 possible amino acids. So there are thousands of combinations of letters to choose from between A, U, G, and C. All those, there's 4 options and there's 3 slots. The possibilities are endless. So sometimes they're going to repeat, and that's okay. But we're not focused really on AUA, AUC, or AUU. We're focused on AUG. So you can go ahead and I'm going to visually cross that box out. And then you should be coloring the G in pink. Alright, so, I mean, visually, what are you left with at this point? We're left with methionine. It's all pointing. It's almost as if we're going down a straight line, and we're pointing to methionine by the way we travel. Okay? So again, that's A, U, G leads you to methionine, and I chose that one so that you can see how to go from both. And then we glue this in so that you have a reference, because we're going to be doing a lot of practice. We see this all the time on the STAR and on your tests. We see the sequencing of DNA being very important, and understanding how the sequences work and how they're building amino acids and what's the pattern and the all that good stuff. Okay, now I'm sorry I couldn't be here today, but this is a great substitute. If you have any questions, please you can email me at PHAMC for Christina at lisd.net. If not, I'll see you in class. All right, bye guys.